Hey, how are you guys? This is Danish Khalil, Enablers Ambassador and Head of Karachi. जैसे कि आज आप लोग जानते हैं कि we have announced this very important session today, which is about PPC optimization tool. Everybody is, is worried about कि हम A cost को कैसे control करें, हम marketing कैसे control करें. Amazon पे PPC पे बहुत spend हो जाता है. प्राइवेट लेवल के लॉन्चेस में लोग घबरा रहे होते हैं कि यार वो पीपीसी पे बड़ा खर्चा है, बड़ी बर्निंग है, बड़े पैसे लगते हैं. सो सबका पेन पॉइंट एक ही है कि किस तरह से हमने जो है वो पीपीसी ऑप्टिमाइजेशन करनी है, और अगर उसके लिए कोई टूल मौजूद हो जो कि ऑटोमेटिकली आपके लिए पीपीसी ऑप्टिमाइजेशन करे, आपको नेगेटिव कीवर्ड सजेस्ट करे, आपके ए कॉस्ट को कंट्रोल रखे, आपकी कॉस्ट को कंट्रोल रखे, तो इससे बेहतर आपके लिए क्या होगा? यू वुड बी लव टू सब्सक्राइब फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर टूल. अगर आप उसका महीने का $50, $60, $70, मे बी $100 अगर आप उसका दे रहे हो, तो वो आपके लिए प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा, बिकॉज आपका हजारों डॉलर सेव हो सकता है मार्केटिंग कॉस्ट का. सो टुडे वी हैव Christian. He is a senior account manager at Samurai Seller, which is a very top-notch PPC optimization tool. So let's welcome Chris today with us. How are you, Chris?
Hello, guys. I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. I'm doing great. Excellent. And we have co-host and the guy who has actually made his efforts to bring Chris on board today is Saqib Azhar, our enablers consultant and trainer in Karachi. So welcome, Kashif.
Thank you very much, Danish.
Okay, guys. So now let's start our discussion. As I told you guys, कि ये PPC optimization से related एक tool है. So let's hear it from Chris directly. कि basically ये tool क्या है? So Chris, can you please explain about the Samurai Seller and how this software is actually different from the other softwares available in the market for PPC optimization? How your software is better than them?
Okay, sure. Well, I don't like to put it in a way where you take one software and you say it's better than another. I think what's important with the software is does it enable you to achieve your goal? There are many softwares that they are put in lists first, second, third, and then you go to another list. It's a different sequence. Usually, the reason for that is because different tools are built for different purposes. And you just need to see whether or not you can establish your goals with that specific software. So
exactly.
The way I would put it is no better or worse. Is more like the key difference is what I'm going to focus on. Okay.
Yeah.
So Samurai Seller is. I mean, the project itself is several years. It has been launched probably about 2.5, 3 years ago. It has changed a lot since, because we learned from working with many different size of sellers, small account, somebody launching the first product, all the way up to a few weeks ago, we had a call with somebody who has 11 million plus ASINs and is wholesaling. So
yeah,
very, very different spectrum. And what we noticed, and what I would say is the main difference with our software, is it's built with a specific campaign structure in mind, where you can be as specific on what you are targeting as possible. And because of that, you make the decisions, is a higher sales volume or a faster sales velocity more important for you, or a lower ACOS, even with less sales. That's kind of like how I would put the main difference. And also that it is a semi-automated tool. So you can do your own input, you can change things with your own input, or you can wait for the software to give you suggestions. You can set metrics, what's important for you, and the software will remind you whenever you reach any of those. Those would be the key differences that I would bring up. I think you are muted, Danish.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you know that there are many softwares that actually helps you to set your own target ACOS, that you need to target, for example, 20% ACOS. So how does Samurai Seller works in that case? And also one more question, that how many marketplaces does your software support?
Okay, let me answer the marketplaces. very fast because I want to pull up what's supported right now. Give me 1 second. So we support all marketplaces that Amazon allows. This includes United States, Mexico, Canada, United Kingdom, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, Japan, Australia, United Arab Emirates, and then unofficially India. So that's 12. The reason why I said unofficially is because we do support it, and you can see it in the software, but Amazon has not officially announced it yet, so they might take it away, they might not. So that would be the easier answer. Now, the second part of the question, specifically regarding target ACOS, very, very good question, and also a very interesting subject. Because as you all know, once you target a certain ACOS and you say that is your goal, that's what you would like to achieve, you will see changes in many other metrics. Units sold on certain ASINs could change, etc., etc. So we do have a metric that you can change as a target ACOS, but the way we built it is you can set that on an account level, or you can set it what we call for a product group. So a set of SKUs basically that you are advertising together, or you can set it for individual campaigns. And the reason why that is important is because even if I launch a set of campaigns with my Samurai Seller software, and let's say I start with 4 or 5 campaigns as an example, sooner or later I learn specific targets are better for me than others, maybe 2 keywords or something like that. I could extract those. I could create a new campaign just with those 2 or 1 campaign for each keyword, and I could change the target ACOS for those. Maybe they are such a good, so much sales comes through those every day that I'm willing to go 50% ACOS, but with my rest of my campaigns, only 25. So yes, we do have these features, and we also give many other metrics because, at an account, if you are an account manager and you are looking through thousands of campaigns, target ACOS is a very good metric. But if you are a seller, and let's say you have 5 products and you would like to focus on it by yourself, honestly, besides target ACOS, obviously conversion rate, cost per click are going to be more important for you than other metrics.
Great. Okay. So what are the price plans available, and what are the limitations of those different plans if your software is being offered?
All right. So let me see. We discussed this a little bit, and we talked about that we're probably going to, for anybody signing up through you guys, we're going to give them the 50% off plan. What you need to, I'm just going to tell you very quickly, I'm pulling up the grid. So we look at merchant profiles, which is an Amazon definition, almost the same as marketplace, but let's just call it marketplace for right now. So basically we look at every marketplace and what the ad spend on that marketplace is in a 30-day period, and the subscription fee is based on that. So let's take an example where somebody is advertising only in the US marketplace, one marketplace. For example, up to $5,000 ad spend per month, the subscription fee would be just $20. So you could spend up to $5,000 on one marketplace for ads with Amazon, and you still wouldn't pay more than $20 with the 50% off plan. And then in general, you could add another $5,000 to ad spend, and each addition would increase your subscription fee by about $20. So let's say up to $10,000, it would be $40 instead of $20. And this is all on the 50% off plan. And also, as long as somebody remains active with that account, even when we raise the price, probably this summer or something like that, they will still only be with this 50% scale. Their price is not going to increase in the future.
Wow, that's really amazing. And I think with such kind of features, there is no other software available at this subscription rate. And as you are offering 50% discount for enablers students and for the community, this is really amazing. So we would love to have that referral link or that discounted link for our students, so we can then start circulating it. So anything you would like to discuss about Samurai Seller, and any future upgradation or any better features or enhancements that you would like to put in the coming days or months?
Yes, absolutely. I would like to just briefly describe the key features, because it's one software. Everything starts basically from an analytics page, and I love using the analytics page because Amazon obviously doesn't give you more than 2 months of data. But as long as you are connected to the software is going to keep saving your information moving ahead. So I have accounts where I can look at a year of information or 6 months of information. And let's say we are selling something like, I don't know, what is this, a lip balm or something like that. I can take this product, this ASIN, we build the campaigns to only advertise one single product every campaign, every time. We don't want to dilute the results. So I can look this up and I can find everything that worked in the entire year, everything that ever sold this product, even just once. And then I can filter and sort through specific metrics to now decide, do I want to use all that, let's say 10,000 results of keywords and ASINs and categories and whatever else I'm targeting? Or do I want to zoom in? Maybe I only want to take those that sold the product at least 5 times, not once, but 5 times. And maybe I only want to take those that didn't only sell the product 5 times, but did that with at least 20% conversion rate or something like that. So I have taken products, for example, last summer, I have taken a big product that has, I think the price is around $70, $80, something like that. Profit is about $30 per product. And I took that product and we cut the ACOS in half and we doubled the sales. So the profit is basically 4 times more just by looking through analytics and really zooming in on the keywords and ASINs that we had to target with this product in order to keep getting these repeated sales and duplicate the results. Because basically you are really finding the best keywords that you have ever had on the account. That's an example on analytics. It has many other sub-pages, but I don't want to go into all that. The general concept is that you have an overall look of that account, campaign level, keyword level, search term level, whatever you are interested in. So that's where I would start. Then the software has, just because you mentioned target ACOS, one key element that I see many times when, especially when I deliver promos for big accounts, large accounts, 8 or 9-figure sellers. One thing that I see when I pull in that data in the software is wasted money. Things getting 50 clicks, no sales, spending $20, no sales. Because of that, we built a feature called Quick Negative Matcher, where you will see the software telling you when your metrics are hit with something. You can choose 10 clicks, no sales, alert me. $10 no sales, alert me. Whatever other metrics. So that just going through that, many times, depending on the size of account, you can actually improve your ACOS, but not because you change the bids, just because you stop targeting what is absolutely not working for you. Like at least 20 clicks in 3 months, no sales. It's a joke, right? It's obviously not producing anything. So that's Quick Negative Matcher. And another key feature that I would explain, so analytics, Quick Negative Matcher, and Keyword Extractor. These 3 would be the main pillars of the software. Keyword Extractor does the opposite. It's going to alert you when some kind of a keyword has hit a number of sales that you set, 3, 5, whatever it is, and tells you, hey, this is coming, let's say, from a broad campaign or an auto campaign, but it's such a great keyword that it keeps selling this product. Do you want to add it to your exact campaign? as an example, and just with one click, you can add it to the exact campaign. You can stop targeting it in broad. You can do all these things. Those would be the 3 key pillars. And other than that, obviously, you have a settings page. You also have what we call a setting for tasks, which is basically you can pause and enable campaigns on a schedule, but you can also increase, bids by a percentage or dollar value, or decrease also on a schedule. So it's basically like you schedule the tasks. You tell the software what the software should do automatically throughout the day while you are sleeping. Increase, decrease in these hours, and keep repeating it through campaigns. So those would be the key features that I would mention. There is much more to the software, but when somebody starts, it shouldn't be overwhelming. So when they know a little more, then they can learn the rest of the features.
Yes, Chris, this is really basically interesting, especially PPC marketing is very important for any launch. So most of the students and sellers stay stuck in this stage. And obviously, they are basically curious to control their pay costs, and which is basically the burning of their profit, right? And I can see the main key features you told us, which is basically semi-automatic, and we need to basically set some benchmark to operate or basically work this software on our seller account. Is there any possibility like we can have in next session, like if you show us some account and how basically we can set these metrics and what change it can bring to our seller accounts and how quick? So is there any basically do you have account and you can show us?
We could potentially set something up. I need to find a demo account or somebody who's willing to share their data. There is one seller who has only one product. It's kind of a demo product. It's not really for profit. It's just to test certain things. So I'm going to ask him. If not, we can still do it with screenshots and cover up sensitive data. It's still going to give you the information that you need. And also because you mentioned launching a product, also keep in mind, besides Amazon PPC, many people do many other things, ManyChat and giveaways and rebates and all these things. I focus on launches with literally nothing but Amazon PPC, only Amazon PPC. When I do that, I can take all the money that I usually spend on giveaways or something like that, and I can actually spend it on Amazon PPC. So many times I can start with higher bids or higher budgets, and then I can use another feature of the software called Bid Optimizer, where a preset, several algorithms are basically going to alert you if certain bids could be either increased or decreased, kind of like just to help you, because you're already managing it, but it's kind of like reminds you, hey, do you want to take a look at this, or do you want to take a look at that? And just, you also mentioned, yes, obviously it's clearly semi-automatic tool. To be totally honest, the reason why it's semi-automatic, we do have an automatic feature that we are testing, and there are other software that are automatic, but I use those. I have accounts on those software. And when I compare it with my semi-automatic results, I get better results, especially if I'm concerned about ACOS. So because of that, we want to keep this part of the software that way. And then for those who want to, in the future, use the automatic version, it's going to be like a separate dashboard, but it's being built right now, actually. So yeah, in short, absolutely, we can set something up. If I can show things on a live account, it would be great. I just need to organize it. We can be in touch on that to make sure that we can organize it. If not, as I said, I can still, take an empty account or screenshots and still show you the same data.
Do let us know basically if you don't have any account, and then we can arrange it for you. Because the sellers or students or members of enablers, they would like to see a running account and where basically things will be changing. What you will be setting up for ACOS tuning or real ACOS tuning, basically. So this is most important. A screenshot will not help. And plus one more question, Chris, do you have tutorials basically where students can watch videos and they can learn how they can basically tweak their account and PPC marketing campaigns? Do you have this kind of tutorials?
The tutorials we have are on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, specifically about the software, software features. So that's a good place to start. In terms of tutorials on strategies, what we do is normally we set up for those who are interested individual, talks about PPC, because to be totally honest, if I had to create tutorials on strategy, we could right now sit down and probably create about 100 videos.
Okay.
Because every time you change your goal a little bit, you have one product versus you have two products. It's two listings, or it's one listing, two variations. All those change a lot of things. But yeah, I can send you the YouTube channel for the 7 or 8 video tutorials we have for the software. We can set up this demo account for the next call, and then after that, maybe we can, take small subject of PPCs that most of your viewers are interested in, whether it's a launch type or something about match types or bidding strategy, campaign structure, whatever it is. And we can even make short sessions. I think it's going to be way more useful for them than anything else.
Excellent. Great. I would like to make one little announcement for my audience here, that for our students specifically, अगर आप में से कोई भी अगर अपनी प्रोडक्ट को डेडिकेट करना चाहता है इस एक्टिविटी के लिए कि हम लाइव सेशन में ही इस पूरे सॉफ्टवेयर को आपकी उस पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट पे ऑटोमेट करें, इस ऑप्टिमाइजेशन सॉफ्टवेयर को रन करें, आपके अकाउंट को इंटीग्रेट करते हुए पूरा एंड टू एंड अगर हम उसको लाइव हैंड्स ऑन दिखाएं लाइव सेशन में. So if any of our student who would like to volunteer your product and your account with integration and everything, so would be more than welcome to do it. अगर आप में से कोई भी ये करना चाहता है, अगर आप में से कोई खुद से वॉलंटियर करना चाहता है लर्निंग पर्पस के लिए, तो बेहतरीन हो जाएगा. बहुत ज़बरदस्त है, सबके लिए अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी होगी. अदरवाइज हम वैसे भी इस लाइव सेशन को रन करेंगे जिसमें हम पूरे सॉफ्टवेयर का वॉक थ्रू करेंगे, पूरे सॉफ्टवेयर का वॉक थ्रू दिखाएंगे आपको, और क्या क्या फीचर्स हैं, क्या क्या टूल्स हैं, उनको आपको समझाएंगे और किस तरह उसको यूज करना है, कैसे डेटा को कंट्रोल करना है, एनालिसिस कैसे करना है. विल ट्राई टू वॉक थ्रू एवरीथिंग इंशाल्लाह, अगर आप लोग वॉलंटियर नहीं भी करते हैं. सो ये एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है जो मैं लाइव अनाउंस कर रहा हूँ तमाम स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, चाहे वो किसी का भी स्टूडेंट हो, कहीं से भी हो, किसी भी शहर से हो, किसी भी मुल्क से हो, डजंट मैटर. अगर आप वॉलंटियर करना चाहते हैं इस एक्टिविटी के लिए अपनी प्रोडक्ट, अपने अकाउंट को, तो हम आपको लाइव यहाँ दोबारा क्रिस को बुला के वो लाइव एक्टिविटी करेंगे इंशाल्लाह. सो एनीबडी वुड लाइक टू डू इट, वो या तो मुझे मैसेज कर सकता है या काशिफ भाई को मैसेज कर सकता है, एंड वी कैन टेक इट फॉरवर्ड फ्रॉम देयर. सो
एक बात मैं ऐड करना चाहूंगा, वो ये कि जैसे क्रिस is going to do next session basically, which will be technical and will be showing us the strategies, basic strategies. तो अगर ऐसा सेशन जो है बेसिकली हम उसको करते रहेंगे गाए बगाए, ताकि न्यू स्ट्रेटजीज व्हाट दे आर सजेस्टिंग एंड रेकमेंडिंग, तो स्टूडेंट्स जो है उसको वो सीखते रहेंगे. तो लाइक मंथली जो है या मंथ में एक है या क्वार्टरली जो है हम एक सेशन क्रिस के साथ we do yes so it's very beneficial because this is the main thing of our launch. PPC
we can try.
Yes,
we can try. Great suggestion. Chris, I have one question for you. Can Samurai Seller do day parting and scheduling of campaigns as well?
Yes, the task feature that I was explaining is basically you can set your task at account level, product group level, or campaign level. So if I want to do day parting, what I do is, let's say I have one keyword, set up 4 campaigns, and then I give a 6-hour segment to each of them, and you can do that through task. We can also cover that, so I can show how people can do that.
Excellent. Let me tell you my audience about day parting. बेसिकली जो मैंने डे पार्टिंग का या स्केजुलिंग का वर्ड यूज किया है, वो बेसिकली होता क्या है कि सॉफ्टवेयर्स बेसिकली क्या करते हैं, समुराई सेलर जैसे एक सॉफ्टवेयर है, कि आप जो मैनुअल काम करते हैं कि यार मेरी कैंपेन रात 12 से 8 के टाइम पे ना चले, क्योंकि वो बिला वजह की स्पेंडिंग है, बिला वजह के क्लिक्स हैं, पैसे जाया होने. आप चाहते हैं कि ये काम ऑटोमेट हो जाए, आपको मैनुअली ना करना पड़े, ये काम ऑटोमेटिकली सॉफ्टवेयर करे कि कैंपेन को उन घंटों में बंद कर दे और उन घंटों के बाद उसको ऑटोमेटिकली ऑन कर दे, इनेबल कर दे कैंपेन्स को। पॉज और इनेबल का जो कॉन्सेप्ट जो हम मैन्युअली कर रहे होते हैं, ये सॉफ्टवेयर डे पार्टिंग, उसको उस टर्म को कहते हैं हम, कि डे पार्टिंग होती है कि आपके वो उन घंटों के लिए स्पेसिफिकली जो आपने आवर्स चूज करे होंगे, उन आवर्स में वो कैंपेन को बंद कर देगा, और जिन आवर्स में आप चलाना चाहेंगे उन आवर्स में उसको चला देगा। तो ये डे पार्टिंग का कॉन्सेप्ट है। और समुराई सेलर सॉफ्टवेयर जो है, इसके अंदर ये फीचर भी मौजूद है, जैसे कि ये और सॉफ्टवेयर में भी मौजूद है। सो दैट्स अ रियली गुड साइन ओवरऑल। सो thank you, Chris, for this amazing session. Really good introductory session, just to get to know with the audience that what the software is, how does it work, what are the basic features, how they're going to use it, what are the price plans, are they going to get the discount. Excellent session, excellent explanation, Chris. Very obliged to have you on our platform today. Let me just see if any of our students have some questions. So let's take it from here. Abdul Samad has a question. Does this tool's automation affect ACOS?
Okay,
definitely it does, but you can answer it better.
Okay, so so once again, the current version we are talking about is semi-automated. Yes, it affects ACOS, because anytime you apply a suggestion, it's just like manually changing something. And yes, the future fully automated version is also going to be built to affect ACOS. Yes.
Great. Thank you. We have another question from Alena Ejaz. She's asked that, so are there any guidelines we have to follow in using that tool? Any specific guideline or prerequisites or anything that they need to follow?
Yeah, great question. Okay, so I mentioned at the beginning that any software tool in the Amazon space is going to be built for a specific campaign structure. Doesn't matter what tool you're going to use, they always going to work best for the campaign structure that they built it for. So the specific guidelines for our software would be, if you want the best results, always use only advertise one ASIN per campaign, only use one ad group per campaign, and one match type per campaign. If you do that, your results are going to be as precise and granular as possible. If you don't do it, that's still fine. You can do it differently if you want to, but the results are going to be more diluted.
Okay, thank you. Great.
Sure.
Let's take one more question from Obaid Ali Mehman. He said, hi, Chris. Maybe know how your software is unique as compared to others, although you have explained this quite in detail, but to be very precise and specific, can you just say?
Sure. I mean, yeah, absolutely. It really boils down to the same thing on the campaign structure. If you take our, the largest PPC software, we only do PPC. We don't go into like all these other, reverse instant search and all these things. So compared to those tools, we are light years ahead because we only do this one thing. So that's one uniqueness. If I compare it to other software that also only does Amazon PPC, the way how I would say why it is unique is because it takes into account more than just one metric. It's not only focusing on ACOS. It's also try to help you with, your ACOS is now, going down, but your sales is dying or something like that. And we just focus on precise metrics. This keyword result only selling that product, not something else, not diluted, not mixed. Those are the key differences.
Okay, great. Thank you, Chris. I think we have quite much discussed about all the basic features about the tool, and also we have answered quite a few of the questions as well. So thank you for coming on board today and sparing some time for us in your very busy schedule, as you have mentioned to us. So it's really, really much appreciable. Thank you again, Chris, for coming to our platform. This is a huge community of near about 600,000 people who are actually in this group, who will watch you, who are actually watching, maybe half of them or quarter of them. But they'll keep watching this live session. They'll keep interacting with us. and definitely it will be a very good overall situation for definitely because there are so many students who are really much in the pain how we can control ACOS, how we can do it through any automated software. This is kind of a very probing question that used to come to us at every different interval of time. So thank you so much, Chris. Let's connect again for the live demo session, inshallah, very soon, probably after 2-3 weeks. Maybe we can plan it out. And as I announced, as I've mentioned, any of our students who would like to volunteer their product or their account for this particular purpose, just to have that demo run live like this, like the session we are doing right now. So definitely it will be really helpful for not for the students, but also for the whole community, and maybe could be a really good learning opportunity for all of us about that software and how does it work. And definitely it will give excellent advantage to our students as well as those who are successful Amazon sellers, but definitely would like to learn about optimization and ACOS, how to control that. So thanks a lot, Chris. Thanks again. We'll see you soon. Take care of yourself, Chris.
And
Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Chris. And
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
We will be in touch.
Yeah, we'll be in
Yes.
touch. Thanks.
Great.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.